Hiya, heroes. This is Stan Lee. I haven't been in touch with you lately, but I want you all to know I'm thinking of you. Of course, I always think of the fans, and I hope you're all doing well. And I miss you all. I miss your enthusiasm. I miss all the notes and the photos and the emails I used to get. And I still get a lot of them. And I want you to know that I still love you all. And I think that Marvel and Spidey and I had the best group of fans that any group in the world ever had. And I sure appreciate it. I hope everything is going well for you. And I hope next time we talk, I'll be in even better shape. Till then, Excelsior.
You looking at that couple inside?
Oh my God. 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 Holy shit! Aren't you?
Oh, Stanley. Hi.
I can't believe I'm standing here talking to you. You're responsible for the greats. Let's do the list. Spider-Man.
Guilty.
The Incredible Hulk.
Afraid so.
Oh man, this is so cool. The X-Men.
Now that you mention it.
Shit, man, you are a god, and you are a god, and you are a god, and you are a god.
It is a sad day in the year 2018 and beyond. Now that our friend forever, Stan Lee, has returned to the kingdom of heaven. But our friend Stan Lee may have died on this planet. His body may have passed away. But Stan Lee lives on forever. Stan Lee is not just a regular human being. Wait until you find out in this video that Stan Lee was a real hero. That if it weren't for Stan Lee, no one would even be alive on planet Earth right now. That Stan Lee was not just a comic book creator. That Stan Lee was a real life hero. That Stan Lee was one of the founding members of the Illuminati, one of the highest ranking members of the good Illuminati. And that Stan Lee was not just a human being. Stan Lee was a god. Yes. And right here, right now, we are going to discover the truth together. The truth about Stan Lee and who Stan Lee really was, who Stan Lee really is, who he still is to this day. Because our friend forever, Stan Lee, was not just a regular human being. That's right, the Illuminati is real. The Illuminati is not an evil organization like the evil people that are trying to frame us want you to believe. The Illuminati is good. We are here to do good, and good is what we will do. And Stan Lee was one of the highest ranking members of the Illuminati alive here on planet Earth. And before Stan Lee was a human being on planet Earth, before he was born a human being, Stan Lee existed in the kingdom of heaven. That's right, Stan Lee is an immortal God from the kingdom of heaven who reincarnated onto this planet inside of a mortal human body so that he could come to this planet to save all of you, so that he could help create heaven on earth for everyone alive and save the world and inspire us all to be the heroes that this world so desperately needs. It's because of Stan Lee that we know what it means to be a hero. It's because of Stan Lee that we know the struggle of the hero's journey. That with great power comes great responsibility. And the reason why Stan Lee knew all of this is because before Stan Lee was ever born a human being on planet Earth, Stan Lee was in the kingdom of heaven. And Stan Lee was what we call a watcher. That's right. He is an immortal God that can look at everything in existence throughout the entire multiverse and beyond. From the kingdom of heaven, Stan Lee could see everything that's ever happened on planet Earth in this timeline and every other alternate timeline throughout the multiverse, as well as everything that's ever happened in outer space on every other planet with life on it in existence. So Stan Lee was an expert and still is an expert in all the true stories from the multiverse and beyond. And in the kingdom of heaven, Stan Lee has advanced technology that allows him to help inspire people on planet Earth with Illuminati, Evanism, secret symbolism to put into the books and the movies and the music videos and the TV shows and the video games, to put these true stories from the multiverse and beyond into the works of art on this planet, to inspire and inform the other members of the Illuminati to become the heroes that this world so desperately needs. That's right. Before Stan Lee was born a human being, he existed in the kingdom of heaven. And his name was Uatu. He was an expert and is an expert in everything in the multiverse and beyond. Stan Lee has seen it all. Uatu has seen it all. He has seen everything that has happened on this planet or will happen on this planet throughout every single alternate timeline within the multiverse. He knows the truth about what's going to happen in the future if your friend forever takes this path or if he takes that path instead. What the fate of the whole human race and the whole existence will be. He studies these differences. He studies the histories. He studies the true stories of the multiverse and beyond. And Stan Lee knew the truth. And he is a high-ranking member of the Illuminati. And he put the symbolism into it. Not only Spider-Man comic books, but all the different comic books that Marvel created. And even from heaven, Stan Lee, Uatu himself, inspired competing comic book companies like DC and Dark Horse and Vertigo and all these other comic book companies. He would inspire them with the true stories of Illuminati, Evanism, symbolism from actual events that have happened in alternate timelines to fill all of the comic book history with true stories, hiding the true secrets in these books. And this Stan Lee is not Uatu's first incarnation. Do you understand that? That I have known Stan Lee, I have known Uatu for thousands and thousands and millions of years before either of us were born human beings in the 20th century. We knew each other. Stan Lee was my master. He trained me in the ancient ways of the Force. He was my Jedi master before I was ever born a human being. Because Stan Lee is not just a regular human being, y'all. Stan Lee is the ancient Egyptian god you know as Thoth. That's right, Thoth, Thoth, however you want to pronounce the name. Uatu reincarnated as Thoth in the past to save all life on planet Earth and save all life in existence in this reality and every other reality with life on it in existence. Okay? A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, my heavenly Father's sky was born on a planet with advanced technology. Technology so advanced that the inhabitants of this planet became gods by merging with technology. That they could create entire planets using their advanced terraformation technology. And my heavenly Father's sky rose to power on this planet. And he became the ruler of this planet. But there was a rebellion against him. They tried to dethrone him. So he left with his empire in a spaceship deep into outer space on a special mission. And he, my Father's sky, used advanced terraformation technology to create planet Earth so that he could mine resources like gold and water and food and all this other stuff on this planet. He could create all of these resources and then mine them. And his right-hand man was Stan Lee, Uatu, the god Thoth. My heavenly Father sky, his confidant, his right-hand man was Thoth, Stan Lee. And so my heavenly Father sky, to make a long story short, he created slaves, human slaves, to mine the gold off of this planet. And when he got all the gold, he left the slaves behind and took off into outer space. After he had harvested everything he needed, he didn't care about this planet anymore. My heavenly Father sky, he impregnated my heavenly mother Gaia with me. My heavenly Father sky, he had technology that allowed him to look into the future. And he saw that in the future, I would grow up to disagree with him and challenge his plan. And that it would lead to a confrontation between him and I that would lead to him losing his life and losing his entire empire to me, his own son. So upon realizing this, my heavenly Father sky attempted to murder my mother Gaia, my heavenly mother Gaia. He tried to kill her. so that she would not give birth to me, so that he would not lose his life to me in the future. But she escaped. She escaped in a spaceship deep in outer space, and she gave birth to me. She named me El. El. And historians, they call me Osiris. And my mother, Gaia, she didn't tell me anything about my Heavenly Father until we were contacted. When I was just a teenager, we were contacted by Stan Lee, Thoth. And he said, Gaia, Sky's gonna kill off all life on planet Earth. If we don't do something to stop him, he's gonna kill off everything. And I couldn't let it happen. It was then that my mother, Gaia, told me the truth about my Heavenly Father, Sky, and this planet Earth that he had created. And all the slaves that live on that planet, and all the life forms that live on that planet. And I said I could not let him kill all life on Earth. So Thoth, Stan Lee, Owatu, he informed me of the exact coordinates of my father's spaceship. And I hurried, I rushed, I traveled there at the speed of light to confront my Heavenly Father, Sky. Stan Lee, Thoth, helped me overthrow my father, Sky, in time. I had to confront my father, and an epic battle ensued. And I inherited my father's kingdom. I stopped him in time. I was able to stop him before he could kill off all life on planet Earth. All because of Stan Lee. If he would not have given me the coordinates to my father's spaceship, all life on planet Earth would be dead. We wouldn't be alive right now. You would not be alive right now if it weren't for Stan Lee, Thoth. And Stan Lee, Thoth, he was my father's right-hand man, but the whole time he disagreed with the things that my Heavenly Father, Sky, was doing. He disagreed with my Heavenly Father, Sky's plan to kill off all life on planet Earth. He disagreed vehemently with what my Heavenly Father, Sky, was doing, which is why he helped me save all of you. And we became best friends. Thoth and I became best friends. I inherited my Father, Sky's kingdom. I inherited planet Earth. And Thoth became my mentor, my master. He revealed to me that he was the reincarnation of the Watcher Uatu. And that he knows all of the happenings of the multiverse and beyond throughout all of history. And that he is going to train me in what it means to be a real hero. And he did. He and I went into simulations where we explored what it means to be a hero, where we practiced in simulations what it means to be a hero. The stories of Merlin training the king, those are based on Stan Lee training me, El, to be a hero, to be a king. He was my Jedi master. And after my training was complete, I returned to planet Earth with my sister Isis and Thoth, Stan Lee, to build a golden age in ancient Kemet, the land you may know by the name Ancient Egypt. And historians, they call me Osiris. My real name is El. And I came with Stan Lee, with Thoth, And he created the original comic books, y'all. Stan Lee created the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. He created the original comic book drawings. He created the jade tablets. He did it. It was him that first laid these true stories down into stone, because he knows the truth, because he is a God from the kingdom of heaven, and he knows the multiverse like no one else. So it was true. So Thoth, Uatu, he reincarnated yet again as the man you know as Stan Lee, y'all. Because he came here to teach all of us alive that heroes can be real. That not only can heroes be real, but they need to become real. And Stan Lee's contributions to this planet are going to go on to become more important than the Holy Bible and Quran combined. Stan Lee's wisdom that he has shared with this world, the spark that he has created with the comic books that he has brought into existence, and the secrets that he has embedded within those characters and within those events and within those comics. It is all there to help us become the heroes that this world so desperately needs. And now that Stan Lee has passed away, it is our duty to honor his legacy by studying everything he's ever taught us and using that knowledge to become better versions of ourselves, so that we can take every opportunity given to us to be a hero. Every time there's a chance for us to make the choice to be a hero or not, let us honor Stan Lee by making the choice to be a hero whenever the choice is presented to us. And let us become the heroes that this world so desperately needs. Because right now, Stan Lee's in heaven, and that means your friend forever, Evan Lefavor, is getting some upgrades, y'all. With Stan Lee, the immortal Stan Lee on my side, one of the most important members of the Illuminati and Army of Heaven on my side, 24/7 in heaven, inspiring me and inspiring all of you to become the heroes this world so desperately needs, and to do the right thing, and to take the weight of the world of the shoulders on our backs, but band together so that burden does not crush each and every one of us individually, but rather that burden can go on to support us all, so that we can make the impossible possible together as a group of heroes, as the Avengers. The Avengers. Let's do this, y'all. Now you know the truth about Stan Lee. Now you know the truth that he is a hero. Was Stan Lee really Spider-Man, y'all? Was he? Was Stan Lee really Spider-Man? Well, you know, Stan Lee is a member of the Illuminati, and in the Illuminati, we support human cloning 110%, y'all. And it just so happens, y'all, that Stan Lee let out some Illuminati Evanism symbolism about a possible clone of himself being made in the 90s. That's right, a clone of Stan Lee. But who could it be, y'all? Did the Illuminati clone Stan Lee? Is Stan Lee really Spider-Man? You tell me, y'all. You tell me. But until then, true believers, it is time for us to pay homage to Stan Lee and keep his memory alive and honor that memory by not letting the wisdom he has imparted on us fall on deaf ears. That we are going to say, no, we read you loud and clear, Stan Lee. Because this is not the only planet that Stan Lee has reincarnated on with me to save the world with the army of heaven. We have reincarnated on all kinds of different planets throughout the multiverse to save the world and be real heroes, y'all. And now it's time for us to take up the mantle to be the heroes this world so desperately deserves. So make sure to subscribe and share this video, because Stan Lee is a fucking god, y'all. And he has proven that one man can change the world forever. And he also proved time and time again that it takes more than just one man to change the world. That if one man hopes to change the world, he must work together with others. And that is why I love you, Stan. You are the man, Stan. And I want to thank you for teaching me. For teaching me, and not only me, but millions of others, how to be better heroes. How to become the heroes this world so desperately deserves. Thank you, Stan Lee. Thank you. I will stand up for your legacy by becoming the hero this world so desperately needs. Thank you, Stan Lee. Thank you. I'll see you next video, y'all. Now you know the truth about Stan Lee. I am your friend forever, Evan Lefavor, and I will see everyone in the multiverse and beyond next video. Until then, bye-bye. Excelsior.
You know, I guess one person can make a difference. Enough said.